Isn't your ass supposed to be cracked? What's up, guys? DK. We're back to the breakdown of my speed run of Persona 5 Royal. Okay, so this episode is going to focus solely on the Futaba Palace segment. Now, for those of you who are familiar with my route, there's still some things that I want to experiment on doing this segment. The reason for this is because, as I said earlier, when you enter mementos during certain days, like certain weather conditions, you'll get better stuff. And I've been experimenting with entering mementos during the summer break because there's a heat wave, and I noticed that when I do that during the heat wave, I get way more stuff than I normally do, and I also get better money too. For example,
Let's go to bed.
if I enter during a heat wave, I can get a lot of tame leathers, and that means I won't have to buy them because they are kind of expensive. Obviously, the issue with this is the simple fact that if I enter mementos before Futaba joins, I won't have mementos scan. Now, one time I did the mementos run, assuming that I didn't get a single Futaba scan, which is usually no different than what I normally do because she usually doesn't cooperate, but this time she really pulled her weight, thank God. It's about 4 or 5 minutes slower than having memento scan, depending on how fast you get through the floors. Or it could be longer if you get really bad floors. So whether or not that's actually worth it, I don't know because, well, I guess it doesn't matter because the thing is, you're going to do the flower job anyway because that's the absolute best way to get money at this point in the game. Doing speed runs, you gotta have money, of course, so you're getting kindness in the process. So might as well get memento scan and skip floors and stuff like that. And if she skips a lot of floors, you're gonna save a lot of time. Alright, so we got a lot of more mingling here, so let me just go ahead and speed this up. And somebody told me that I can fast forward it by doing shift and plus, but I'm actually using VLC player, and that doesn't appear to work for VLC player. Let me see. No, it doesn't. That probably works for Windows Media player, but I'm using VLC player because uh, for some reason, when I use media player on some of my things, the video just pauses and skips a lot, and it's actually kind of frustrating. So I use VLC player now. You saw there my controller died, but my other controller was fully charged at this point, so I'm just happy that that was an issue. And Makoto literally killed her teacher by her principal by not telling him that we're the Phantom Thieves and stuff like that. But of course, at this point, she didn't know that he was working for Sheila.
You're back.
All right, so
Hey, well then.
I don't have any notes for this day, so I guess that means I'm just cleaning up. Candy. Okay, so you're probably wondering why we're raising our kindness. Something I haven't talked about yet. A very good change from a vanilla to royal. You may remember Futaba having memento scan at rank 2. In vanilla, in order for her to use memento scan, you have to already have gone on that floor. So say for example, you first enter like the last session and you first enter floor 2, she will never do memento scan the first time you do it. However, this time around they fixed it. You see, that was practically useless before because in all honesty, who's gonna go back to previous floors unless you're doing like some massive grinding or something like that, you know? And if you're grinding, you're probably just killing the Reaper anyway because you know he can be flued. So yeah, it was completely useless. So they fixed it. This time around, memento scan can work anytime. So even if you haven't been to the floor, there's a chance that Futaba would just automatically scan it. Now, what they should have did was they should have fixed it to where she automatically scans it each and every single time. No, no, not having a chance to scan it, just automatically scan the whole fucking thing, and then you can see everything and skip if you want to, stuff like that. That's what they should have did. But I guess that would have been too good. And yeah, that might have been just a little too good. But yeah, that's why we're doing that. So, but here's the bad news for speedrunners. As I said, speedrunning this version of the game is actually very, very easy. And the route that I use is very, very, very consistent, very straightforward. Except for a few RNG factors at the beginning. That's Makoto, and now we're gonna spend time with the lovely Kasumi Osawa. And this is when I change the face again, of course. Those legs, the lovely Kasumi legs. What was I saying again? I'm having lewd thoughts. Oh yeah, mementos. So unfortunately, for those who really care about the top times and stuff like that, what's eventually going to happen is the time you get is going to be up to Futaba.
You're back.
How many mementos floors she, how many times she uses a memento scan and stuff like that. So eventually, the difference maker is going to be Futaba's floor scans. And that's a bad thing because it's completely RNG based. To my knowledge, there doesn't appear to be anything we can do to increase the chances of her doing memento scans and stuff like that. So I just got really lucky that she did a lot of them. I think I got like 10 or 15 of them. Actually, I think I got more than 15. She was on a roll in this one, and I think that is just a little too big. Let me shorten that a little bit. So. Yeah, I'm gonna have my notes on for this thing. Another reason why I'm gonna show you my notes is because very often people will ask us to share our notes for speedrunning. We usually don't do this because, as you can clearly see, the notes I have are really, really bad. I made these notes specifically just for me. So what people normally do is they just watch other runners and they make their own notes according to what they see, or they just make their own route, pretty much like how I did. I mean, I did use some strats from other people, but All right, so as you see here, I was studying with An and Makoto. I could have studied with Ryuji, but I chose not to. I told you I don't study with dudes. All right, so we want to at this point we actually don't need charm anymore. The reason why I got the first 4 questions right is because if we keep getting it wrong, Morgana be like, nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. I told you, Morgana is annoying, man. So now I'm just gonna spam one for the next one to just get these wrong, because we don't need charm anymore at this point. We're not doing Dr. Legs, the sexy nurse's social link anymore, unfortunately. The only reason why we did that in the original version was so that we can buy mirrors. But now, thanks to the Jazz Club, that's no longer needed. Because all 3 of our girls are going to have Teacher Karn and Makara Karn. So, well, Makoto is going to have Makara Karn, but An will have it, Haru will have it, and that's all we really need. And the MC will have it too, so yeah. Makoto spends most of her time fucking things up with her new skills. Not yet. When she gets concentrated, it's gonna get chaotic.
Let's go to bed.
Let's go to bed. Fucking cat. A lot of menu in here, so let me speed this up even further. Here I am. I'm checking my controller to make sure that it's charging this time, because last time it wasn't charging. So I don't know why it wasn't charging last time, but I'm glad it came around because I was having a really good run. I didn't really want to lose it because of shit like that. Let's just speed this up a little bit. And more. This is a new cutscene added to Royal, by the way. We're gonna see more Kasumi legs. Yeah, just speed this up. There's our girl. The legs. Out of all of her outfits, I think this is the one I like the most. I really like this outfit. It's kind of hot.
You're back.
Of course, I preferred her nude, but you know we can't do that here. All right, yeah, I'm still cleaning the room right now to make sure I get rank 3. Rank 4 kindness in time to get rank 4. For those of you who don't know this, you can't continue Futaba's social link until you have rank 4 kindness. And you're probably thinking, instead of cleaning the house every night, why don't I just go to the flower shop and get more money in the process? It's actually faster to go straight home and clean the room than it is to keep doing the flower jobs. Maybe not, because I'm gonna have to run some tests on that, because you do get more kindness points by working the flower job than you do cleaning the house. But the thing is, at night there pretty much really isn't anything else that you want to do. You know, it's not like I can go home. See, I'm probably either gonna study or clean anyway, because there's nothing else to do. So since I'm gonna get kindness points, just screw the flower job, you know, at this point. And money isn't an issue. Once I get by Kanashiro and I have, like, I want to say 20,000 yen left, at that point money is no longer an issue, because we're gonna get all our money from our boss fights and the loot we get from mementos. Was that Haru in the background? I didn't see them. Haru has this really graceful walk. I really like watching her walk too. I told you, lately I've kind of had a thing for Haru. I don't know where it came from, but lately I'm having a fetish for Haru. Don't know why. It's just there. All right, so lots and lots of cutscenes here with Futaba, or Alibaba as she's currently being called. And I need to scroll down to my notes. Well, there isn't anything going on right now. I suppose I probably could go ahead and fast forward to when stuff gets real, because yeah, right now we're just doing cutscenes and stuff. But oh shit, excuse me, I just ate my dinner. Pork chops, and rice, macaroni and cheese. One of my favorite meals. As I said, I guess I could just go ahead and skip to the part where we do the important stuff. But, yeah, I really hate segments where we gotta do a lot of menuing. I just can't stand it. Don't know why I flinched there for a minute. I paused for like 5 seconds there. What the hell was I doing? I was doing something. I forgot what it was, but I don't like minor time loss like that for absolutely no reason. I think I was taking a piss break or something. Or, oh no! I remember I was fixing my dinner, because I knew that. Yeah, see, you can tell the pauses between my things here. So basically, I knew that at this point all I had to do was just keep spamming the X button for a while. So I used this opportunity to fix me a plate. I was mashing the X button with my left hand and fixing my dinner plate with the right hand, because I was kind of getting hungry at this point. Yeah, that's a lot of people ask us how can we speed run a game this long without taking breaks, because many people have actually asked for segmented runs. It's not easy. Anytime and by the way, I'm not talking about all this extra stuff, all this non-important stuff, because this is stuff that you have to do to proceed with the story. And again, I'm assuming that you already know these things. You already know where to go, who to talk to, and stuff like that. I'm just breaking down the speed running mechanics of it. Anyway, anytime I speed run these long Persona games, I always plan it like a week in advance to make sure that I have nothing planned on that day, no interruptions. You know, I ain't gotta go out, or I ain't gotta. It's not a Thursday, so I ain't gotta worry about taking the trash out or nothing like that. You know, I make sure I check the weather to make sure that it's gonna be a nice day, so that there's no thunderstorms cutting out my power, none of that shit like that. Even though sometimes the power does just randomly go out for no reason in this house, it's really, really frustrating every time that happens. You know what? Well, I usually do it for Palace anyway, but I was about to say that I'm gonna slow it down so we can hear the kick-ass music. But yeah, I always plan ahead to make sure that I have nothing to do on that day. I always have like a cup of water or some drinks on the side, a bag of chips or whatever. I make sure that the day before I run a game this long, I get a good night's sleep. I get lots of sleep. Stuff, you know. I usually make sure that both of my controllers are fully charged, but I didn't do that this time for some reason. I guess I was in such a hurry to run the game for whatever reason. Actually, I know why, because I got some projects that I gotta finish and I want to get them done before this year's done anyway. All right, so right here, let me see. Okay, right there. Okay, sorry. So my notes right here says craft 2 air cannons and stun guns. So normally I wouldn't do this, but I decided to add this to my route to speed up a couple of fights later on. Yeah, I don't actually need this. I really only need one air cannon. I could use a fire item in place of the second air cannon, but it will interfere with my quick switching later on, and it's just a minor time loss. And plus, I like air cannons better. They're easier to make than well, actually not. Yeah, air cannons are easier to make because where I buy the materials from. So I'm gonna make 2 air cannons right here. I bought. I forgot what I put on my notes, but earlier I bought 2 thick parchments, and I made sure that I had cork box too, because I knew I was gonna make 2 air cannons on this day. And then at this point, why am I making this? Uh, I guess I'm making this. Oh yeah. The reason why I'm making this because I knew that I had a good number of stun guns, and I'm making my freeze spray too. I really don't know why I made that freeze spray. Yeah, I was supposed to make stun guns, but still had 6 left, so I went ahead and made a freeze spray and another fire item, so I could already have them for later on in the game. I guess I don't know. Okay, right there. Stop. Okay, right there on this day, I went to the lotto to buy a ticket. The reason why I did it here because I was already leaving the house. Now, I don't know if there's a way to manipulate this to where you always get 100,000 yen. Uh, the money you get here is actually kind of important for this route. So I made sure that I routed it assuming that I'm only going to get 30,000 yen. If I get 50,000 yen or more, it's just bonus money for me, and it means that I can buy more stuff or buy certain things earlier than I normally would and stuff like that. So, but this route assumes you're only gonna get 30,000 yen. So I always do my routes assuming that the worst possible scenario will occur and stuff like that. You know? All right, so on 7/28, this is one of the days where the singer is here in the jazz club, and when that happens, you get double stats. I'm going on this day because I get magic and agility. So I even have the chance. So you will always get 2 3s and 1 2, but the ones you get are random. So obviously, I'm hoping for 2 magic, 2 agility, and I'm hoping for 3 magic, 3 agility, and 2 luck. I forgot exactly what I got here. Let's see if I can pause it and it. All right, Tayo. Pretty much every time I go to Jazz Club, it's gonna be for Makoto stats and stuff like that. Let's see. What did I get? Okay, there we go. I got 2 magic, which is okay. I'm mainly doing this for the agility. The magic is actually a nice bonus for later on, but it really doesn't matter as long as stun gun hits on the first one. But it's mainly for the agility. Because thing is, there's a couple of bosses that if they outspeed you, it's gonna be a very bad day. And when I get outsped, it really frustrates me. I can't stand it. So for those of you who are really serious about time and you want to take risk, I guess you can pass this up, but I'm not doing that because I tried. I tried to cut these Jazz Club buffs out, and the first time I did it, I got outsped, and I said no. I said no, no, no. I'm not doing it because if you get outsped, you're gonna lose a lot more time than you would have by doing this thing right here. So yeah, I'm not doing it. I ain't having it. You can risk if you want to, but no thank you. Now, on this day right here, 7/29, you can actually go to the Jazz Club and get, what the hell am I doing? You can go to the Jazz Club here and get 20 HP and 2 in all your stats, but I cut that one out. Because I'm not going to do it too many times, but I used to do it, but I cut that one out. Now, for those of you who follow my routes, a change, I'm going to go to the palace right now. And let me just go ahead and slow the thing down so you can see what I'm doing and listen to the kick-ass music, the lovely Futaba Palace music. Playback speed, normal.
Let's do this.
Okay, as I said a minute ago, I always do my routes assuming that the worst possible scenario is going to happen. And that includes this palace right here. So, obviously, many of you are not going to be very knowledgeable about dodging shadows and keeping up with your experience point scaling and stuff like that. Some of you are going to get ambushed and you're going to fight other monsters for whatever reason. If you do that, you'll be at like lower levels when you get to this palace. The way I used to do this is, after the boss that we're getting ready to fight, I used to want to be at level 25 so I can fuse a very important persona. Unfortunately, if you screw up with your experience point scaling, you aren't going to reach level 25. And although that's not necessarily a run killer, it means you have to enter the level room twice. Stuff like that. I am serious about speedrunning, so I try to save as much time as possible. Let's just dodge this guy right here. That's kind of a regular dodge because I actually don't want that guy to notice me. Because if he notices me and chases me, he'll be right here, and then I gotta wait on him and stuff like that. So just little stuff like that. Alright, one of the reasons why I made so many stun guns is because we're going to use at least 3 of them in this palace.
I spotted a...
Starting with this damn annoying bird here. And I don't have any notes for this bird because it's pretty straightforward as long as the shot fail. Unless the RNG hates you, Makoto should always get the first turn from now on. Just stop stun gun, shock him. USK defend. Shoot his ass. There first. Shoot his ass down. Iron usually goes first, but I guess I got a lot of chill on Shiki. Shoot him down. And Rise Slash. Die. As I said earlier, for some reason, when I got to this palace, I was dropping a lot of frames on my recording. That's kind of annoying.
I gotta use this next time.
Fire break. She's not actually going to use that until we get to Shido, but we are going to use it. Alright, let's go to the palace. It was I was saying, if you mess up your experience point scaling, you aren't going to reach level 25 here. So I changed my routing to which I don't need to be at level 25 anymore. The very same personas I used in the last palace, I'm going to use them here, which is pretty much only Shikiochi and Barif. Alright, I got a rather tricky shadow dodge coming up right here, so let me just show you how to do this. And something else I forgot to mention, at this point, I normally don't collect loot in palaces anymore. Occasionally I will grab something if it's like right in front of me. I do this to take a shot at aluminum sheets and tan leathers, so that I don't have to waste time buying them and waste money too, because they're actually quite fucking expensive. All right, so we're gonna go here and we're gonna run this way, climb up here, and you gotta do this fast. And we're gonna purposely allow this guard to notice us, chase us up here. What that does right there is, when I climb here, this guard over here, if I hadn't did that, he would have been like right here and stuff like that, and then he would chase me too. And although that's not a problem, what would happen is it would interfere with this guard's placements. If I don't do those things, this guard will automatically be walking towards me, and then I gotta wait on him before I jump, while the other guard is on the other side too. So I fix it to where if I'm fast enough, I can run straight by him like that without getting ambushed. Right, this dog right here. This dog is random. He's usually right here where he is, but sometimes he's way back here behind the wall. If he's behind the wall, all you gotta do is run straight to it, and when he walks by you, just you know, zoom by him. If he's right here, just do this, do that, and do this right here, and there you go. Right here, crouch right there.
There's a shadow.
Use your cursor to crouch on this. And this is another spot where you don't want to get noticed.
That.
If you get noticed in this room, this shadow right here, just don't let them see you. If you are chased in this room, you won't be able to interact with this door, which means you'll be forced to fight them or use the smoke screen. I don't want to do either of those things. Okay, so normally I would use on here, but unfortunately I had to stop being a pervert just for the next two battles, because we're gonna switch. Oh yeah. By the way, guys, something new I added to the route. I'm gonna make a slight detour here. Instead of making more stun guns, we're gonna go to the right here, and we're gonna grab these babies, these 3 sacramental breads, which is Hammond. We will deal with that on the next episode, maybe. But trust me, I can show you I have really good reasons for getting these. Now I'm switching in Ryuji for On. And while I'm at it, since I'm already in the menu, I'm going to go ahead and give On the breeze ring now. And Ryuji's equipment really doesn't matter.
What are you gonna do?
Alright, so I also changed the way that I do the moat fight, and you see it right here on my notes.
This should do.
This is that one freeze spray that Morgana gave me. Unfortunately, there is a little bit of RNG involved here. There's a slim chance that he won't get frozen. If that happens, you're gonna get turned into a rat. So if that happens, just fight him normally, like throw a stun gun, knock him down, and then use a Rising Slash with Yusuke and stuff like that. So hopefully that won't happen. If that happens, it's just really bad luck. No, so we're gonna freeze him. So you're probably wondering, why am I not using a stun gun first? Because he's gonna take his turn now, and then when he takes his turn after that, the stun gun will wear off. I don't want that to happen, so I'm gonna freeze him first.
I am.
And instead of using Rising Slash or any physical attack, I'm gonna do.
Thou.
The reason for this is because well, my notes here says slash, but I need to change that right now before I forget to do it later. Where's this damn? Okay, you can see the whole thing. The reason why I'm doing Bufu is because if I use a physical attack or anything else, it might knock him down, and I don't want to do that with Yusuke, let alone do that before I hit him with with Ray Kunda. I just froze him there to stop him from taking his first turn. Now I'm gonna do well. See, my MC usually isn't this fast. Now I'm gonna do Ray Kunda, not Marukuda. Now I'm gonna toss a stun gun. So I'm gonna get a Makoto turn here, and then he's gonna get stunned. If I did stun gun first, he'd be taking his turn now, and we don't want that. Now at this point, I'm gonna try to knock him down. So I knocked him down there. Now I can just go ahead and baton pass Yusuke and just wreck his shit with the Rising Slash. Okay, so after you stun him, if he's not knocked down with the Makoto, you want to just keep using Rising Slash. If Yusuke knocks him down, either do Rising Slash again or All Out Assault or the baton pass to MC. I don't know. If he's not knocked down by the time you get to the MC's turn, just knock him down with Garu. But he's already down, so I can finish him off with the Power Slash now. And there we go. Yeah, there's a little random factor on how you do that fight, depending on the turns you take and how long it takes you to knock him down. But the MC has Garu skills, so I will knock him down when I get to the MC. You're probably wondering why don't I just give Ryuji the Breeze Ring or something, because I'm going to go ahead and put it on right now, so that I ain't got to keep going switching accessories. I don't like the idea of constantly switching accessories around, and the MC has Garu anyway, so I still got somebody that can knock him down. The reason why we're using Ryuji now, there are two reasons why we're using Ryuji. The first reason is because Ryuji has showtimes with Yusuke and Makoto. And the other reason why we're using it is because the Raging Tiger might power up my physical attack, of course. That's actually the main reason why I'm doing it. Well, for the first mode fight, I use it for the second mode fight because I need him in the party to guarantee a kill with the showtime and stuff like that. Alright, so this guard, this is another spot where if this guard notices you, you won't be able to open that door. So be very careful when you avoid that guard. This is one of the rooms where we do the out of bounds clip in vanilla. Right, just simply run toward this dog right here and climb up. You ain't gotta wait for him from that. You ain't gotta wait for him before. I don't know why I did that. Get this, of course. Alright, so this is something new that was added to Royal. Instead of going in here, we're gonna go this way right here. It's faster and safer. You ain't gotta avoid guards. We're gonna grapple up here. And normally I get those vases, but I decided not to because I have a chance to get aluminum sheets. If I get 2 aluminum sheets before I get to the point. Hold on, guys. As I said, guys, if I get 2 aluminum sheets before I get to the point where I normally buy them, not only will that save me a lot of money, but it means that I don't have to go up there twice. It means I only got to go up there once, so it's just a little time saved there. But I don't normally get them, so, but, you know, sometimes I just take a chance, but it doesn't always work, unfortunately. Oh, this music is so good. Alright, so for those of you who are new to speedrunning this, you can actually make smoke screens by now if you use all 3 of them for some reason. This room is one of the harder rooms to dodge because you have a red shadow and a dog that's going to be chasing you unless you use a smoke screen, and they are both very, very fast. And the red shadows in this palace are nuisances, and you really don't want to fight those bastards, so try to avoid them at all costs.
I can see it.
If you're new to run this and you gotta make a smoke screen or heat no miss, I don't know if you make heat no miss now because you need iron sands. Don't hesitate to do it until you learn how to dodge them properly. Actually, I almost got ambushed trying this. Alright, so the placement of this shadow in this room is actually random, unfortunately. Sometimes it spawns in the front, sometimes it spawns in the back. That will determine how fast he notices you and stuff like that. And that will also determine the placements of the guards in this room. This room here has a red shadow and a dog. I quickly looked at the situation and made a move. So I paused him for a brief minute. Joker. And then I ran around this zombie right here.
Treasure chest.
And went to the door. I still got notes and I got chased, and as you see right there, I almost got caught. So, in all honesty, I recommend that you use a heat mist there. But I just took a gamble because I'm trying to save time, and I'm trying to save my heat mists for more dangerous areas later on, with bad stuff like that. All right, this is also another door that you can't open if you're spotted, so just run there as quick as you possibly can. Insert the gem here and then go to the other door. Okay, so now we gotta jump down after we press the switch. There's actually a let me see, right here. This chest is actually a Masuka Kaja item. If you need this for whatever reason, I guess you can get it, but I don't need it anymore. I used to get it, but I don't need it anymore. Alright, so make sure you look before you leap. Make sure that the red shadow isn't right here when you jump down, because he'll probably get you if that happens. And watch out for that mutt in the back. I hate dogs! So just quickly look at the situation and learn how to dodge it, then jump up here and then you're free.
Nice.
Something else I forgot to mention, I'm sure you guys have noticed this by now, but we don't get any will seeds in this route, except for the one you're forced to get. And then when we get to Size Palace, we're gonna get 2 will seeds in Size Palace. But other than that, we don't get any of the will seeds. And then we buy the 3rd one from Size Palace and Memento, so we don't have to fight the boss. I mean, the boss is easy, but it's a time waster because we gotta climb walls and stuff. We ain't going to that. Just buy the Mementos. Screw that shit. Plus, it interferes. Fighting the boss interferes with my spin spawn scaling. Right, in vanilla, this is where we do another out of bounds skip. It's kind of hard. So we're just going to go here, crouch here, dash, change this cursor to this wall right here, zoom over, and there we go. Yeah, you'll learn all of that as you speedrun the game. It's not as hard as it looks. Look at us boobies. Alright, so this guard is random. Sometimes he spawns right in front of you like this, and sometimes he spawns in the back like this. If he's in the back, all you gotta do is just wait for a clear path and then just rush by him like always. Because he's right here, I have to hug this wall and change the cursor like that, and then I'm free.
Oh.
You don't want that guard noticing you. I never tried kicking down that door while I'm being noticed, so I don't know. But I do know that you can interact with this thing here if he sees you. But oh well. All right, so back here, because I dodged him that way, I gotta do as fast as possible so that I can turn this corner before he sees me. If you dodge him the other way the first time around, he'll be down here instead. And then I gotta do a regular dodge down here. You know the whole fake you out stuff like that. You don't want this guard seeing you, because if that guard spots you, you can't interact with these things right here. So stealth dash is nice, but there are times where you still don't want to get spotted. So just keep that in mind. Hey, by the way, guys, is it just me, or are there times where it seems like the music in this thing skips a beat? Like right here, right there. It seems like it skipped a beat. All right, that's a homunculus. The only reason why we get this is because it sells for 24,000 yen, and that's a lot for a free item. So we're not getting it so we can use it. We're getting it so we can sell the fucking thing. Unlike in vanilla, you only need to do the first puzzle to pass this room. In Persona 5 Royal, the second puzzle takes you to the wheel seat, and that actually makes me very happy because I don't like avoiding those shadows in the other room.
I can see it.
This wheel seat, this Ishigeto item sucks, by the way. All it does is give you a mid shower and something else. I think it gives you Arasuka Kaja and a mid shower. I don't know, but it sucks. I mean, Arasuka Kaja is good, but I got that already. This music is so fucking good. I love this music, guys. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a huge nerd with the video game music. I just love it, man. I listen to this stuff while I'm at work, working overnight and stuff like that, man. It keeps me going. Listening to music, video game music while I'm at work makes me feel like I'm playing the game sometime, and it takes my mind off the job. You know, it makes the day go by faster. All right, so this room right here, I don't know why I decided to get that loot. I guess I was taking a shot at Luna Sheep. Now this dog always spawns in the same spot, but for some reason I never do this the same way every time. You really need to be careful in this room. Dodging him is easy, but I'll explain. I'll show you what I'm talking about later on, and I think I actually fucked it up, but we'll see. Don't let that dog see you while you're going in here, because you aren't going to be able to interact with this thing. Actually, I think you can. I don't know. But still, don't get spotted yet. Alright, so what I'm going to do here, guys, is I'm going to purposely let the dog notice me right here. The reason why I'm doing this is so I can pause him and interrupt his cycle. I'll show you why in a minute. Now I'm going to go over here, hit this switch. Of course, get the thing. Now the reason why I did that is because if I hadn't did that, if you see where the dog is, he's right here. If I hadn't paused him, he would have been right here waiting on me right by this door. And that's very, very bad, of course. Then I gotta wait on him and stuff like that. So now I gotta go in here. Just keep dashing and avoid this guard. It doesn't matter if he sees you or not. He usually doesn't, but sometimes he will. Just go ahead and insert this gem. The other reason why I paused that dog because if I hadn't paused the dog, when I jump down, he'd be right here, waiting on me again. So just to little small stuff like that is things you'll get used to as you practice the palace and stuff like that. So see, he's like way back there instead of by the pillar. And then I get spotted, I gotta toss a smoke screen and stuff like that. The placements of these guards are random. Just see them and make sure that they're not already facing towards you and stuff like that. Because if they start chasing you too early,
Oh,
they'll
an
probably
enemy.
catch you while you're opening this door. And as you see, one of them is an Anumas.
Look.
Okay, guys. This fight right here is a major pain in the ass. So I completely went out of my way to make sure that this is no longer a problem. It's a modified version of a hero strat. Basically, I rely on Makoto's Showtime defense shit, and you see this strat right here. As long as you don't get outsped, and as long as the shock doesn't fail, this is a 100% thing here. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Makoto stun gun on Moat, as you see right there. Now he can't move. Yusuke, Dry Ice, or Mabufu. This is up to you, really. The thing is, Dry Ice does more damage to Lamia, and then you're pretty much guaranteed to kill her before she gets another turn, and you'll save a little bit of time. But as you know, Mabufu can miss. And for those of you who saw my last route, I missed her twice with Mabufu. Yes, I missed Lamia twice with Mabufu. And this is the reason why I'm using a Dry Ice. So I think this is justified, because I made sure that didn't happen again.
A nice one, Fox.
Anyway, now we're going to baton pass to Ryuji.
Pass the baton and follow up.
If you want to save a little time and money, you can give him the Breeze Ring instead of crafting an extra air cannon. But as you know, I don't like missing. So instead, I'm going to use the air cannon on Naga here. Knock him down. Now we're going to baton pass to MG. And this one turn is the sole reason why I gave Shikiyoshi my Garu. This is going to knock down Moat, kill Nagi, and greatly damage her in the process. If Shikiyoshi gets a lot of magic, it'll kill her too, but it usually doesn't. And now we're going to baton pass to Makoto, and it's showtime.
Do it. All right.
Like my
Kick
turn.
some ass. Whoa, Queen's burning.
Let's go.
Yes. Okay, so this is really the only reason why I'm using Ryuji. I did this combo with An, and it didn't result in a showtime all the time. However, when I bring Ryuji, it seems to always result in a showtime. I guess because Ryuji is on the field, and that like increases the chances of something. I don't know, but oh well. If Lamia's alive, sometimes she'll take a turn, and she'll fear you and stuff like that. And then she hit me through my resist, and detox activated, so I lost a couple of seconds there. So like I said, those of you who are really, really serious about time, you can try the Dry Ice. I mean, you can try the Mabufu, so you can kill her. But the last time I tried that, I missed. So no, thank you. All right, now that was actually in my route. This is the last time I use Ryuji until I get to Yagabath, which is really, really cool actually. From this point forward, except for a few fights with Yusuke, it's pretty much gonna be a waifu show. My favorite kind of show, of course. I love boobs and butts. All right, so. Be careful when you avoid that guard, because if you're off by a picture, he might ambush you and stuff. The reason why I'm not breaking the vases with the treasure demons is because although I have a chance to get some really good loot. If I get a treasure demon, I'm gonna be forced to fight it and it'll waste time. All right, so right here, I'm gonna get my. Well, you didn't see it, but that was my 4th black rock. And although I don't need any more regents, the reason why I'm doing it is so everybody can have their own regent. What that does is that prevents me from having to switch accessories after every fight and stuff like that. All right, very, very important. We're gonna go up here. This is why I made another lockpick.
Oh.
We're gonna get this chest right here, and I love it when Makoto's the one who's on the screen. and when she's the one who tells me to put the weapon on, that kind of gives me good luck. Anytime that happens, it's usually a pretty good run. The weapon we just got is the helper knife for Joker. This thing gives him 3 magic. With the glitch, it's 6 magic, and that's actually going to be his weapon for the remainder of the game.
All right.
This is kind of a replacement for the Star Bracelet because the Star Bracelet is basically New Camp, but it doesn't stack with New Camp, unfortunately. It would be nice if it did, but you can't have those things, not be too busted. Okay, so I'm gonna do this puzzle really fast, so try to keep up. And that is the Futaba Palace. The only thing left now is probably the easiest boss in the game. And I'm really glad they did this nerf. Even if they didn't do it, it wouldn't change much because Makoto has Teacher Card now. And even then, I still, you get a physical mirror in the game, so I would have saved that one physical mirror for this fight, even if they didn't do that. But I think Square realized how frustrating this fight is at this point in the game if you don't fuse Shikiochi or get physical mirrors. Another reason why I waited till now because after you route this palace, the lollies automatically pull you into the vet room instead of me going there myself and stuff like that. So you know, just a little more time saved there. Alright, so this is where I'm gonna do my fusions that I normally do at level 25.
I should write something.
I should write something. We're gonna fuse Kinky here.
These are the paths you have. You'll withdraw. This
Back
is
to
your
Riga.
power.
That's not
If
in my
you'd
notes
like
because
to
it's kind of
register
autopilot.
this,
Register your
with
persona.
fusion.
Riga and
Select the
Shikiochi
skill
makes
you'd like to
Kinky.
inherit.
Attack, and I picked the wrong one there. Retaliate in the body. This is a really, really, really broken ability and a very important factor for speedrunning. This thing doubles counter damage. But not just regular counter damage. Any kind of counter. This means if you counter with a counter or repel physical or anything that reflects damage. Physical mirrors, magic mirrors, repelling elemental skills, anything that reflects damage. The damage is doubled, and that's just really, really broken. So we're going to give him Rage War, which is normally Taunt. Lucky Punch, I don't know why I'm doing this. Actually, do I do that? No, I don't do that. Double Shot, Raikunda. And I guess I did give Lucky Punch. No, I gave him Resist Fear, that's right. What my notes say? Yeah, I need to change this. I really need to get better at updating my notes here. The reason why I use Resist Fear again because Resist Fear is a passive. This means that it doesn't appear on the menu screen. I don't have to worry about having too many skills and misclicking by mistake and stuff like that. All right, now we're gonna fuse Kinky with Barif, and we're gonna make Fuki. A really, really, really important persona.
Select the skill.
Retaliate in the body, we're gonna pass that over. And Double Shot and Raikuna really the only 2 moves he needs.
It's power.
But I'm gonna give him
Girls,
Dodge Fire
let
again
us
because it's a passive. Probably should have gave him 2 passes, but oh well. I like to give him Power Slash for some reason. I guess because Power Slash is such a cool looking move.
These are the paths that you'll withdraw.
Now we're gonna buy back Kinky and Barif.
You'll withdraw. This is your power.
And I'm gonna go ahead and buy back the Riga
persona
right now.
You'll withdraw. This is you left. Are you finished?
Okay, so the personas I currently have are Kinky, Fuki, Barif, Jack Frost, and Riga. These are the very personas I need in my inventory to fuse my to do all of my fusions for the next segment. So I told you I tried to save as much time as I possibly could. Since I'm already in the menu to buy back Kinky and Beth, I went ahead and bought back Regan too. Or is this where I make that Regan? No, I do that
No
later.
slacking off.
And now for the boss fight. I can just go ahead and fast forward through this and get to the calling card. Actually, I gotta get ready to
Okay.
play some music. Where is it? Let me get my music ready. Fucking copyright assholes. Should be under downloads. Yeah, there it is.
Hey. Well then.
Oh.
Let me make sure I don't have this thing on screen so you can't see my porn. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and send the color card now. Another reason why I did this as soon as possible, because if you haven't completed the palace by certain days, Futaba will keep calling you on the phone and be like, hey, what's taking so long and stuff like that. So just other little time saves. Some of it does get kind of negated early on, because if I finish the palace before the 6th, An will call me and ask me out on a date and stuff like that, but we're not gonna do that, of course. So that kind of cancels out one of the Futaba things, but it's better than having Futaba call you like 5 times and stuff like that. I mean, I love Futaba, but you know. And Futaba is really, really, really frustrating in the original game. All she does is waste time. So I'm glad that I was actually able to make her somewhat useful in Royal by routing in her memento scan, so that she can have some use, so that she can hopefully redeem herself for all the time she's wasted for us in the vanilla game. Which is kind of a shame, because I really love Futaba a lot, but I hate her in speedrunning. But normally I just love this girl. Probably because she's a shut-in just like me. My room looks exactly like hers. Well, actually, not like this, but you get what I'm saying. She's a shut-in. Forgot the music.
It's time to unveil the hype you've been waiting for. It's time to bring an end to the question of who will win. It's us. I used to have that feeling, premonition of falling short. Now I have no fear, sees me to fight it together. I believe we can fly up in the sky. One day we may just be able to touch down on the star of the road.
YouTube, please fix your stupid copper so I can stop doing this.
Okay.
Alright, so the first fight is unwinnable, of course. Even though I can take all of the health. It's kind of funny. We're going to use, well, I'm going to have this thing on my screen. We're going to use a teacher, here we go. We're going to use a teacher charm on the MC first, and then just rush after that. Didn't Yusuke counter here when I did this? I think he did.
Queen is dizzy.
The fan
It'll be a lot harder to land
with those lovely Makoto legs.
dizzy. We'll have trouble landing his attack.
Yeah, Yusuke countered here. and she's actually completely out of health.
This is bad.
Damn it.
See, she has no health left, so it would have been real cool if it was possible to kill her in that fight before this fixed Futaba thing, if he could save even more time. But you know, I guess they had to make Futaba useful. I really hate the fact that Futaba's buffs are automatic, and I don't know why they gave Futaba such a sexy hip sway. They should have did it like Rise, into which you have to like do her social things to get it, because Futaba constantly pops out and raises her stats, which is just really annoying. Rise Kuchikawa. All right, so this fight, for the most part, is completely scripted. Why is this fucking thing? Okay. There you go. That's better. Alright. This is another reason why we went our way to get Teacher Calm early. Look at those
This
lovely
is my
Makoto
hard
legs.
world, right? Hacking into my distortion should be no problem for me.
Make sure you see this. It doesn't matter what kind of reflect damage it is. Your talent body will double it. Now look at that. She's already lost half her health. Make sure you're leading with one of your personas that has the retaliating body, so you can do this, because she gets to jump on you. Okay, just like the original game, you're gonna have this railgun thing or whatever the fuck it is. We're gonna send Yusuke. We're sending him because I need. First of all, we're gonna do Ray Kunda, not Marakunda. Ray Kunda. That first. I'm gonna go ahead and have An use her gun here, so I can do just a little bit of damage. 295, not bad. Now we're gonna have Makoto cast Teacher Con on An. Okay, so right here, you have to choose the right things to say in order for Futaba to help you out. If you choose the wrong options, Futaba will flinch, because you know she sees her mother and that giant face thing or whatever. Choose the right items, options, and she'll do another physical mirror thing, and she just completely just destroys the boss.
Change direction. Aim the tip at her.
I can't tell you how much I wish this was in vanilla. I mean, it would have been real nice for vanilla. And there's the perfect timing on that Futaba screen right there. Nice. Now we're gonna switch to Kinky, and we're gonna double shot. This used to be triple down, but I don't have triple down anymore. I'm gonna do Tarunda. Damn, what a sexy pose that was. Let me see that again. Nah, I ain't do that. I'll look at it.
Okay.
Now Makoto's gonna use Teacher Con on herself. Now, there's a chance that this turn is usually slam, and she usually attacks on or Makoto, but there's a rare chance that she'll attack the MCA too. However, that's why I did Tarunda, and also Kinky resists physical attacks. So unless she crits, you'll be fine. Now, if she crits you, then you might have a problem, because her next turn is gonna be the wing thing. This right here, wing blast. Now this is one of those situations where I told you that Detox can get annoying. Fortunately, he didn't do it. If Joker gets hit with a dizzy, you actually want this to stay for two reasons. The first reason why you want it to stay is because if it goes off, or if he doesn't get hit by dizzy, after you shoot the bitch down with this arrow, they will do a all-out assault right here. That does two things. It wastes time, and also when you shoot it down with the arrow, she's considered being on down status. What this means is you'll do more damage to her. to make sure that you kill in time. This isn't that much of a problem in Royal because you're already strong enough as it is, but in Vanilla it is extremely annoying when you don't get hit with this thing right here. Now we're gonna switch to Fuki. You want to end this fight with the Fuki so that he gets wind boost and Magrulla.
Check the weaknesses first.
Just double shot. And you should kill her long before she takes her next turn and goes away and stuff like that. And I told you, if I got an opportunity to look at Makoto's butt, I'm not gonna pass it up. So I really love that girl's figure.
No matter what you say to me, I will live. Fire!
And I wasn't even highlighting all this stuff. But and down she goes. Now this is one of those fights that gives you a lot of experience points. We jumped from level 26 to 29, and I'm just shy of 30, but that doesn't matter really.
Oh, that is sweet.
Fuki learns Wind Boost and Magrulla. We need this for the next palace, and we're gonna use it a lot actually. Usually stats don't matter right now because he's not used for a while. Morgana sucks, but I am gonna get this. Recon, that's just in case something goes wrong with the consuming awakening, because you can't miss after all. On Diorama, we're probably never gonna use it, but you know, just in case. Domina Rust sucks. Bufula, you don't need it, but I guess you can get it in case you need it for a reason, but you don't need that crap. And that, my friends, was Futaba's Palace. Really fun because the dodges, the layout, the music. I love this palace so much. I really love this palace. Okay, so after this, I'm pretty much just going to be sleeping every night, with two exceptions. As you see right here, oh you can't see it because it's not on the screen. 1 second. Right here on 8/7, I'm gonna shop on the TV, and on 8/14, I'm gonna take Makoto to the jazz club so that she gets Maracunda. When I do that, I'm gonna remove the Kakaja. So right here, 8/7, which is a Sunday, I'm gonna buy items 2 on the TV, and 8/14 on Sunday night, we're gonna take Makoto to the jazz club, and we're gonna get Maracunda. Excuse me, sorry like that. You could probably give this to Yusuke if you want to, but I'm a pervert, so we're gonna give it to Makoto.
Well then.
If I have to go downstairs for whatever reason, like now or about this, I make sure I cleaned up. So there's really no point in me showing all this, because only thing I'm gonna be doing right here is I'm gonna be doing this every night, just sleeping.
Come on.
I'm gonna spend my whole summer sleeping, so no point in me showing this in the breakdown video, because you know you don't need to see that. So on the next video, I guess I will pick up on I guess I will pick up on when Futaba well, really no point in me showing that either, cause no, yeah. So on the next video, I guess I'll pick up on 9/2, cause that's when I gotta do all my decisions and stuff like that. So. But yeah, what I'm doing right now, I'm gonna be doing this for like the next. What's my time? Okay, I'm gonna be doing this for like the next 10 minutes or so. So really, no point in me showing that. All right, guys. And by the way, Ann is gonna call you on the 6th, so make sure you reject that unless you want to hang out with her. I can't blame you if you want to do that. She is really hot, by the way. Anyway, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this right here. So I'll see you on the next video. The next video is gonna be the Akuma Palace. This is my second favorite one. See you guys then. Take it easy. DK out. Fuck you, Mishima.
Come on.